Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're gonna talk all about audio upgrades for your Jersey Jack pinball machine. Now, if you already own a Jersey Jack pinball machine, then you're probably thinking, why would I even wanna upgrade the audio? It's already pretty damn good. And we've covered audio on this channel a lot as it pertains to pinball, mainly focused on Stern Spikes 2 system, and we've used the PinWoofer PowerWave amplifier and then the PinWoofer kit that comes with it with the speakers and everything, so the complete kit. Recently, PinWoofer released the PowerWave Mini, which is a new amplifier. These are all based around upgrading the audio of your Stern Spike 2 machine. But we've never really talked about Jersey Jack. It wasn't until recently that I even really owned a Jersey Jack. So it got me thinking, is there a reason to upgrade the audio on a Jersey Jack? It already sounds really good. And if you're an owner of one, then you already know this.
Wingardium, open the door.
Recto Patronum!
Yes!
Dude,
I thought you said
I'm supposed to be Harry.
You said I could be Potter. Oh, man.
Come on. Recto Patronum! Just come in.
I brought beer. Is that okay, or?
All right, that's cool.
All right,
we're fine.
Yay!
But Harry Potter came, we unboxed it. Game's beautiful, shoots great, sounds good. But I'm like, man, you know, Dan over at PinWoofer, he sells a kit for Jersey Jack. We should check it out and see, is it even worth doing to your Jersey Jack machine? Because the reason why Jersey Jack's audio system already sounds so good is they've got a good discrete amplifier, pretty good one, especially in comparison to the one that Stern uses. It's grossly underpowered, and the problem is that even if you put better speakers in it, unless you use Dan's kit, not only upgrade the speakers, but upgrade the amplifier, you're really not gonna see much of an improvement. But with Jersey Jack's already sounding pretty good, I'm like, is it worth it? So I hit up Dan, I was like, hey man, I'm gonna buy one of your kits. He's like, all right, he's like, you're gonna love it. I'm like, okay, I don't know, am I? Because it already sounds really good. He's like, trust me, it's gonna sound better. And if you remember, I did the Godzilla 70th video and Rudy came over. When I used Dan's kit, Rudy was blown away. He didn't know what I was doing. I was like, hey, push the start button, let me know what you think. And he was like, whoa, dude, it was like melted his face off. He was super stoked about it.
Like, my face is vibrating.
Could Dan's kit have the same effect on my Harry Potter or any of your Jersey Jack machines that you own? That's what we're gonna find out in this video. So it sounds pretty promising. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go install the kit, install the speakers. I'll take you along this journey and I'll let you know, does it sound good? Is it worth spending the extra money considering the system already sounds pretty good as is? I'll give you some final thoughts and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay, so you're probably wondering what comes in the kit itself. So it comes in a box like this, and you're gonna get basically everything you need to upgrade the audio system. So you're gonna get the actual tweeter pair, which comes in this box right here. They're just tweeters that replace the ones that Jersey Jack has in the back box, the ones that sort of face you. You know, they look like better quality tweeters than the ones that are in there. You can see them right there, that's what they look like. So those come with the kit. And that should give you a fuller range of sound coming out of the back box. Then outside of that, you're gonna get the amplifier itself. So the amplifier is a little bit trickier to install though than, let's say, the PowerWave amp on a Spike 2, because to get to it, you have to remove this heat shield and a couple other things, which you'll see in a minute, but this is the PowerWave amp. So you can see what it looks like right there. And you'll get a little closer look at that in a minute. And then the last thing it comes with is the subwoofer itself. We won't take it out of the box for now, but there's your subwoofer. So you get the subwoofer, the tweeters, and the amplifier. So let's go over to the machine and start the install. See if you can see my face. Can you see my face? My face is under here. I'm under here. Okay, I'm gonna punch through it. That's what we're gonna do. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ow. Oh, that was a bad idea. And if you're listening to this, Mason, you're probably like, how's it going, mate? Pretty good, mate. All right, mate. All right, sounds good, mate. All right, mate. What are you doing down here, mate? Okay, so we just finished installing the PinWoofer system, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play the game and kind of give you my feedback as to how it changed the dynamics of the audio system. So I'm gonna hold the left flipper down. I wanna do the super skill shot because it's got this really cool sound effect, and I'm thinking that's gonna sound really awesome with this new system. That's pretty awesome. I got it twice, so it's kind of cool. I don't know if you can hear the shaker motor is very powerful in this game. I have it turned up all the way, but immediately what I'm hearing is like Mark Silk's call-outs are just super, I'll let that drain, are just super smooth and clear. And that's what you want. When you do an audio system upgrade like this, you not only want it to be loud, but you want it to be clear.
Is ready. Gets ready. To qualify, explore Hogwarts multi-ball.
Oh man, it sounds so good. I love David Thiel's soundtrack. It's just great. So anyways, being able to do something like this to fully unlock the soundtrack and just hear all these little extra details is so awesome. And I don't want you to think that if you stick with the Jersey Jack system, you're not gonna be happy with it. You will. But this is like, if you wanna squeeze that extra bit of power, that extra bit of sound, and a little bit of that extra detail, you kinda can't go wrong with this. And I knew it was gonna be awesome. I've only played it for 2 seconds, and I know it's awesome. Dan just does a good job. His speakers are high quality, his amplifier is high quality, and also the one thing that with JJPs, when you turn them on, you get a pop noise. His amplifier doesn't turn on, it has a delay. So it's on, but it doesn't fully turn itself on until the game is fully booted, so you don't hear that pop noise when you're turning the game on and off. That's just an added benefit. Some people get really annoyed by that. So you'll no longer have that if you upgrade the amp. Let's play for a little bit longer, more of a experience with it just to see how it sounds. If I can get up to the Quidditch playfield, that'd be good because there's some cool sound effects. It's great, man. It's really good. So I know it's hard to hear audio stuff over a video like this because I don't have, I don't have the ability to capture it exactly how I'm hearing it, but
I don't know if it made any difference.
I'm telling you, man, you will not be disappointed if you decide to go with this upgrade. And I think it's for the price you're getting, you're getting a quality kit. Anyways, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna play this ball with the camera off, finish my game, and then I'm gonna give you some final thoughts, and we'll wrap this thing up. Supposed to do something. He was saying you have to tilt the game, but that doesn't. I'm gonna tilt. All right, guys, it's final thoughts time. So what do I think about this kit for JJP pinball machines by PinWoofer?
Hi, hello, it's me, Harry Potter.
Honestly, it's freaking awesome. But before I just gush over this thing, I do want to say Jersey Jack does a good job with their stock audio system. So I don't want you to think you have to do this, right? Feel pressured to do this because while it is awesome, the stock system's also really good, and it covers both. All their lines have the same amplifier, the same speakers, so they really do put some time and effort making sure that they put an adequate and more than adequate audio system that in their pinball machines. Like I said, the stock one's actually not that bad. You could probably keep the stock one if you wanted to, but if you want to truly unlock the power of the soundtrack and just eke every little extra bit of power out of your system and capability, then you can't really go wrong with the PinWoofer system. I will say it's a little bit harder to install on the Jersey Jack machine as it is in the Spike 2. It's gonna take a little bit more time, so take your time. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. Dan over at PinWoofer is also really awesome about addressing questions and concerns and issues along the way, but just take your time when you do the install and I think you'll be just fine. And how do I feel about the overall, sound and what you're getting out of it? I think the clarity is great. Those tweeters really make a big difference. The dynamic range is better, the clarity is better. It makes you hear the call outs better. And then anything that's like those higher tones, they just sound clear and crisp. As far as the bass goes, the subwoofer is a dual coil subwoofer. It's a pretty powerful sub. It's very aggressive, it's really good, but you can fine tune all that on the amplifier settings. Now keep in mind, as a little bit of a tip, you're gonna wanna fine tune things before you put that heat shield or whatever that thing is back over the processor. Just make sure you do that, so get it to how you want it. That is one beef I have with this particular implementation versus the Stern Spike 2. The Stern Spike 2, I can simply take the back glass off and adjust it. You can't really do that here. If that shield is on, you have to unscrew it. So make sure you make all those adjustments before you put everything back together, and that will be a big help. But overall, it really does do a good job with the soundtrack. And David Thiel is the one that created this soundtrack. And while he didn't create a soundtrack that copies John Williams, I think he created a soundtrack that was inspired by, but really complementary to, and he made it his own. But it integrates so seamlessly, and his soundtrack is so good, so why not pay a little bit of extra money and really squeak out, or whatever the word is, right? Really squeeze out every bit of capability and hear that soundtrack the best you possibly can. That's kind of what made me or drew me to this, even though I already thought that the Jersey Jack system was pretty damn good by itself. This video is not sponsored, so I paid for all this stuff by myself. I paid for the kit. So I will have a link in the description. So anyways, that's really all I have. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up.
Like the video.
Consider subscribing to the channel.
Make sure you subscribe to Retro Ralph.
Also, I do less of these produced videos and more of my pinball podcast content. You can find that on Retro Ralph Live. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'll have a link in the description there. I publish those about every 2 weeks. So if you enjoy pinball content and just talking about pinball, keeping everything positive, you know, you'll love the Flip Side podcast, I think, and I urge you to go subscribe. There's a video version and an audio version, so however you want to consume it, you can. Anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next one.
Hi, hello, it's me, Harry Potter. Make sure you subscribe to Retro Ralph. Hermione! Can somebody tell Ron to subscribe to Retro Ralph?